Welcome to Success Superstars, episode number 166, your place for the blueprint of success for peak performers just like you. My special guest today from El Paso, Texas, Denise May. Denise, welcome.
Hi, Mark.
It was good to see you in El Paso last week.
It was great seeing you, finally, in person, not just on a screen.
Not just on a screen, and now that I'm fully vaccinated and we have a few less travel restrictions, it's easier to get around, and we have a beautiful brand new office location that you've been instrumental in helping us get up and running on the west side, right?
Yes, and I cannot wait till it opens.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. Well, now tell us a little bit about you and your success in real estate sales.
So I got my license 22 years ago, in Texas. I started out with a builder, a local builder that I've sold probably, I tried to count them one day. I've sold out of like 3 500 plus subdivisions, and more so than that, actually. I was with him for 15 years.
Right.
And then I branched out and opened my own New Mexico brokerage in 2014. And so I've been selling Texas and New Mexico ever since. Well, since 98.
Yeah. Well, so you have lots of experience, and you've seen in your years, you've seen markets come and go and ebb and flow, and you've seen virtually every type of market there is.
Oh yeah, I was there during 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, the highs, the way highs, and the way lows.
And how have you dealt with, as a sales professional, how have you dealt with these highs and lows, and have they made you stronger?
Definitely. You know, they give us more tools in our wheelhouse to pull out of when we need them. And even in this market, and frankly, in my 23 years, I've never seen a market like we have right now, it's exciting, but they always say, be careful what you wish for, because it comes with its own set of challenges, of course, as everybody knows.
Well, what I'm so impressed about you is what you've done is you've adapted to every single market condition. Is that something that's come naturally to you? Did you learn that, or do you just like say, hey, things change, we got to figure it out?
I seem to handle change well. I mean, one thing I've learned many years ago, my husband was in the media business and radio. Early in our marriage, we moved. We started out here in El Paso. We moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. From there, we came back to El Paso. Then we moved to upstate New York. We moved to Lexington, Kentucky after that, and then to Redding, California, which was my favorite, and then back to El Paso. So my kids have seen from sea to shining sea, from the Redwood Forest to the New York Islands. They've experienced our country firsthand. And I think with that, that has caused me to learn how to adapt to change. One thing I learned early on was there's 2 things that are constant. One is God, the other is change. So change is, life is constantly evolving as we know it.
Right.
New sets of challenges, new discoveries, new excitements, and I'm pretty optimistic. And I think that's pretty much the reason that I've been able to adapt to so much change.
Yeah. Well, tell us, what do you love about El Paso and what's happening in El Paso from a housing perspective? So
we're booming for the first time. We feel like we're experiencing what the rest of the world we always hear about. We've always had the influx of the military. As you know, we have Fort Bliss. We love our military. We love them. We feel safe because of them. So we're blessed to have them right here. We have our sister city, Mexico, our sister country, Mexico, on our border that, comes with pros and cons, but mostly pros, in my opinion. We love our people that move here from Mexico, that relocate. We all know what happened there several years ago and what made national news. And of course, they're still national news, but we welcome them. We have plenty of homes for them. Inventory is definitely becoming tighter. As you know, new home construction, they can't build them fast enough. It's a good problem to have, and yet, with every problem comes its challenges. So we just try to turn them into opportunities, those challenges.
It's keeping you busy. Now,
Exactly.
as you approach the market, as you approach, you add more value to the market than the commission that you charge. How did you become a servant leader? How do you approach your clients and deliver more value than the commission dollars earned?
So in my heart of hearts, it's not about the money, because God, I've been blessed. God has blessed me so much. He provides my needs. He provides every need. I mean, there's been tight months, tight days, but he always comes through with provision. I just remember to always give back. And for me, if I was to have a tombstone quote, it would be, she's my friend, because I truly, truly, genuinely love the people I serve, and they know it, they feel it. And I don't think you can fake that. Just this morning in my sundress, a friend that I made 20 years ago, I've sold her a house, and I actually currently have her under contract right now on my first $1 million plus contract.
Oh, congratulations.
And, thank you. Well, she called me this morning, Denise, I need your help. I locked myself out of my house. I need my extra keys at my office. Can you please help me? And of course I did. Didn't even bat an eye. I left barefooted,
Right.
even though I knew I had this interview with you. But it always works out. Everything works out. And friendship is key. Of course, you're not going to be friends with every single person. You can't. Your life's stretched too thin as it is. But I always try to make time for people.
Yeah. Well, there's friendship and relationship. You can be in relationship with a lot of people, right? And genuinely care about them. And when that need arises, you can be there to serve.
Exactly.
What's one thing you would want to share with the audience?
As far as
Success in business?
well, my motto has always been, and I've shared this multiple times with people that I've helped get into real estate and any business for that matter, and especially sales. And both of my children are in sales. We love sales. And one of the reasons we love that, and I've touted that to my children, is, they both have their degrees. They both have one. My daughter has her, I can't even think right now. Anyway, my son has his finance degree. My daughter has hers in communication studies and business. But I told them both, I said, and the beauty about sales is nobody's telling you what you're worth. Nobody's setting a dollar amount for the value of that you bring to their business by giving you a salary. If you're going to earn income, if you're willing to hustle, you can make every bit of what you're worth just by your effort alone and your determination. But then I also, my biggest saying is, to earn somebody's pocketbook, you have to earn their trust. Trust is invaluable. And you don't earn trust by unscrupulous business practice, cheating, lying, trying to make a deal. Deals come and go. People don't, and neither does their memory of you.
Right. Well, that's great advice there. And as I think about, all of those things in El Paso, we have UTEP, University of Texas, El Paso, right? Right. So big campus there, and a lot of people to serve, and always doing the right thing is the right thing. Yeah.
Right.
Well, if folks want to get a hold of you and they want to come to El Paso, or maybe get a second home in El Paso, or they have clients that they could refer, how would folks get a hold of you?
So I love JP Associates because they give us our own website. I haven't memorized that website yet, but I do have denisemay.realtor through the Realtor Association. denisemay.realtor.
And what about the best phone number?
And my phone number is 915-549-1037. I was going to say, being on the border, Mexico, right here, a lot of the spellings of my name consist of two S's, but it's only got one. Denise,
Oh, there you go.
with one.
Well, you know, interesting fact about El Paso, it is one of the largest, I think, in the Western Hemisphere, cross-cultural workplaces in the Western Hemisphere. It's an amazing place in the world.
Oh yeah, wow. Well, and I grew up here. I was born and raised here, and my first language was actually Spanish, just because both my parents worked, and we had a lady that cared for us during the day. I still remember her. Her name was Maria, and as far as I knew, she was my mom because we took all our orders from her. And
Right.
she'd come home. My mom would come home and say, "Sit down," and we'd look at her like, "What did you just say?" And Maria would say, "Siéntate," and we were down. So I don't speak it as fluently as I'd like to. I think I sound like a preschool student when I speak Spanish, but I think one thing my Spanish speaking clients appreciate about me is I'm not afraid to make a fool of myself. And even if I don't sound, intelligent with my Spanish, I can get the thought across.
Yeah,
And
there
then
you go.
there's always Google Translate. That's my friend.
Google Translate is my friend as well. And I just love your authenticity, transparency, and your approach and love of this amazing business.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm very grateful that JP found me through Tony Delgado. I love this brokerage. And I know this isn't all about JP Associates, but I just love the platforms and the tools that they provide us. And you're the biggest tool. You're the best tool.
Well, there we go. Well, thank you for that. And I can't wait to come join you for the grand opening of our second El Paso location.
I can't either, Mark.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for pouring into our audience. And until we see you again on another episode of Success Superstars, may your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. Take care.